So this is now a 5-minute chart of ES, right? So if we just take a look at this 5-minute chart, what do we see in the zone? So again, this blue box is the same as this gray box. What do we see in the zone? This is quite important. This is a very important point. So if we break this down, what we can see here is a lot of blue inside of the zone. So what we see here is blue delta, and then we break to the downside, just like this, right? So what was going on here specifically, right? This is blue delta. Now, what does blue delta mean, right? Blue delta just means that there are more aggressive buyers than sellers. It's as simple as that. More aggressive buyers and sellers, right? That's what's happening at this key level. So let me ask you a question now. In real time, if you begin to see this right over here, if we break below the zone here or break below the 15-minute, were these aggressive buyers over here successful? That's the question you want to ask yourself. You want to ask yourself, who is aggressive and who is being rewarded, right? That's the only thing order flow comes down to. Who's being aggressive in the zone? Buyers are being aggressive. Blue delta and blue delta, but we break below the zone and we break below the 15-minute range break. So who is actually who's being rewarded here, right? It's not the buyers. This, in fact, is what we call a buyer absorption, like this. This is a buyer absorption. The fact that we've broken the 15-minute low despite having lots of buyers over here, this confirms that sellers are in control, right? And you want to be shorting when sellers are in control, right? So this is my short over here. So my short came at 1-minute break, 1-minute retest. Even when we begin to look inside this retest, right? Let's dive into the retest in a bit more detail. Right, here's the 1-minute break. Here is the retest. Now, for me, as long as so this is the initial break on the 1 minute. So I'm looking at the low of the body here. So there was my entry. So my entry came at around 7,000 or just beneath 7,699.5, right? There was my entry. So what's going on here is I'm interested in this order flow retest. So here, these candles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minutes worth of data, right? 6 minutes worth of data.